everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online and welcome to my new battleship in our C1 wormhole. So having lost the Dominics in some PvP, I decided to go for an Abaddon next. I do have a Mar battleship 5, so the armor bonus is very nice, but my laser skills are not there yet, so I'm actually fielding 8 Meta 4 large laser turrets in this very first test. I'm together with Katso, who still has his Dominics. But yeah, let's see how the Abaddon performs when it comes to the sleeper sites in our wormhole. Now, first of all, the Abaddon has two big advantages compared to a Dominics. The first one is the small drones on top of the main weapon system. That actually does mean it's a little bit more versatile, and an Abaddon can actually go after two targets at the same time, even if it's like something like a vigilant sentry where you actually want to do a lot of damage quickly, and then a small drone as well. Well, you can just put your small drones on the emergent escort like right here. They'll handle that no problem, and then just try and use your lasers on the bigger targets, which I'm doing right here. Not bad at all with multi-frequency. I get hits of like 1000, 1200 on the armor of a vigilant sentry tower, so that's not bad. And boom, there it goes. Obviously this is sped up a little bit because Katsu is also using his sentry drones on the same targets. But the hits in numbers, they're not that bad. And a disadvantage, on the other hand, is that your small drones will be going after all of your targets, and you need to pay very close attention to them. These small drones don't have a hit point bonus, which they do have with the Dominics. So if a sleeper decides to go after one of your small drones, you lose him in like 1 or 2 volleys. You need to pay very close attention to your small drones if they're not bonused and out there in the field, which of course is a big advantage of having sentry drones. They're right next to your ship. If one of them gets attacked, you pull them back and the next second they're in your drone bay. Now at the moment I'm also doing a pretty big mistake. I'm actually thinking that my turrets cannot track the medium drones because they keep missing. But here I do notice a smallish hit, and the reason is they're actually too far from me. So the multi-frequency cuts the optimal range by 50%. So that's only like 15 kilometers with 27 kilometers fall off. And with the standard crystals, which have the full range of the lasers, it's actually going to be a lot better in just a moment. But again, here you can see the big advantage of having the two weapon systems, the small drones for the small sleepers, and then your lasers, which I finally switched to the right crystals, against the mediums. That's very handy, and if you do this the right way, I do think you can maybe gain a little bit of time compared to the Dominics, where you have to do more drone switching. But I think you already noticed this as well. Despite the pretty good resists, which you are bonused as well, the major disadvantage is that this Abaddon is very cap dependent, so having to use the lasers does drain the cap out quite a little bit. The Abaddon doesn't have a bonus to cap usage for large laser turrets, so while the damage is nice, the versatility is nice, it is much more of a sitting duck than the Dominics because of its huge cap demands. I mean, the Dominics can do pretty much the same with sentry drones and small drones, just not at the same time, but Dominics will have 100% of its cap available for anything else you want to do, whether it's armor repping or any E-war from your mid slots, or anything that you actually want to do. You know, if you want to go for a micro warp drive to get out faster or to catch targets faster, you can do that in a Dominics. Right here on the Abaddon, yeah, very cap dependent. As you can see, I already go below 50% just to get rid of everything on the site. But it was a pretty good first test here. I must say, from personal preference, I prefer the Dominics just because, well, wormhole space is not that safe. And you never know when someone will drop in on you, and then I do feel that you'll get more out of a Dominics than out of this Abaddon. But it's got a huge tank, I have to admit that as well. This is a pretty big tank right there. And as we end the site, we actually see another anathema coming up on this scan. So yeah, all we did here really was I quickly looted and Katsuko started to maybe look for this anathema, but I don't think we actually caught anyone that evening. Anyways, that's it for this video then, guys. A quick look at my new battleship in our wormhole. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.